Oh, hello, human. What am I up to? Just wandering the grounds, I suppose. What about you? Dying of boredom in your room, huh? I guess that explains why Maria brought you down to the garden. Thank you, by the way. You can leave them with me. Her? Oh, well, she doesn't say much, but she's a real sweetheart. Just shy, is all. She's actually quite fond of you. Really? You've been nothing but kind to everyone here. I can't imagine anyone in the castle would dislike you. Well, I can't say I'm surprised that a few of my knights have been hesitant when first meeting you. I mean, I was rather abrasive when we first met. I think we're all just a little on edge, is all. Thank you for understanding. Here, let's walk a bit. Your father has replied to my message. We should have an agreement laid out for your return within the week. Why? I figured you deserved a right to know about all that. It's your kingdom, after all. Oh, you mean to ask why I'm returning you to your kingdom? Well, that's obvious. I had my best men kidnap you in the night and bring you to a mysterious castle against your will. Of course, I'm going to return you safely home. It's the least I can do to repay your kindness through all of this. Well, no, I suppose I haven't thought through what or how our interaction we had a few nights ago plays into all this. I'm sorry. I've just been pulled in all different directions recently. I'm not trying to send you away, Your Highness. If anything, I. Oh, never mind. Nothing, Your Highness. Thoughts for another time. You know what I love about walking around in the garden? Looking at the castle this way, with the towers and the walls standing high in the clouds, it grants a new perspective. The castle is what my people see when they look at me. I have to stand as tall as the towers, be as strong as the walls that it holds up, and my decisions must reflect that in kind. Yes, I've thought about this quite a lot now that you mention it. I was never really a social person when I was younger, so I've had a lot of time to ponder. What about you? Sounds like we're pretty similar in the sense that we spend our time with our noses in books. Though every once in a while I do enjoy conversation. Yes, you are a prime example of that. I enjoy your company quite a lot. As I said, I'm not sending you away. Huh. Oh, nothing. I just thought I saw something odd in one of those windows. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is. Ugh! Ugh, what the. I'm fine, I'm fine. Guards, check the second highest window in that tower now. Let's get you somewhere safe. No, don't worry about me. I'll be fine. Okay, stay here for now. I'll follow my knights to the right tower. And if they find anything, so help me out. I know I'm injured, but I trust these men with my life. And so I worry because their life is in my hands as well. I just want to ensure their safety. I suppose you're right that I can't do much with the state of my arm. Alright, well, can't say this will be fun for either of us, but unfortunately it has to come out. I hate to ask, but would you mind helping? Thank you, dear. Alright. 3, 2. Oh, God. That wasn't so bad. That doesn't look good. Here, there's some medicine and bandages sitting over there on the counter. Thank you, by the way. You know you don't have to do this. You want to. Well, that's very sweet. Believe it or not, I've actually had worse pains. One time, when I was a child, I was wandering in the woods and I came across this massive tree, and despite my better judgment, I decided I was gonna climb all the way to the top. It wasn't hard with a tail like this. I can wrap around branches easily, and the view was just beautiful. Unfortunately, while I was admiring the horizon, I put all my weight on the wrong branch and it snapped. Yep, fell all the way to the bottom. I was covered in cuts and bruises. When I got home, I immediately started crying to my mother. She spent hours patching me up. Are my parents... Oh, don't worry. They're still alive and well. You see, the kingdom I oversee is actually just a large section of land on the outskirts of my parents' kingdom. When I became of age, I was gifted this land and this castle, and my father told me to make the best of it. They did everything they could to help me be a good leader. Hell, they still do. I'm lucky to have them. Speaking of, the last letter I wrote to them was actually about you. I was just telling them about how nice you've been to everyone here, and that you've certainly set a better example of your kingdom than your father ever did. I'm sorry, that feels a touch insensitive. Well, I can't say if I'm happy or concerned that we agree on that. Anyway, is the wound all taken care of? Great. And thank you again for your help. I know you said you wanted to help, but I guess I feel a little guilty. I'm already endowed to you enough as is, and now with a stray crossbow user in the mix, it's all so frustrating. I didn't want you to get pulled into all this. I honestly shouldn't have pulled you into this fight between your father and I. I learned enough about you to know you're a fighting spirit, and I'm glad that you're saying you want to help, but that's not worth putting your life at risk. I'm not saying my life isn't important. I'm saying that I care about you too much, and I'd be devastated if you got so much as a scratch because of my shortcomings. Well, I'm glad you have your faith in me. I'll try to live up to it. That's gonna take a while to get used to. No, not that I mind, it's just, well, we've known each other for a little less than, 2 weeks? And not only have you brilliantly adapted to this new environment, you still continue to treat me with love and care. I guess I say all that to mean I'm glad you're here. You're welcome. Now, for real this time, I need to go meet with the guards to discuss information on our mysterious assailant. But first, let me walk you to your room. question. Sure, go for it. Your father's letter. I had almost forgotten all about that. Yes, it reached my desk a day or two ago. Can you see it? In due time. What does that mean? Well, it's just that it's a bit complicated. I'll have it delivered to you the moment I get everything else sorted out, okay? Alright. Here we are. I'll be back shortly, okay? See you soon, dear. And again, thank you for everything.